Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Brennan. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Wildcats offense will have the ball first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. He's past the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Fafita. Right on the money. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The hardest thing to do in college football is tackle in the open field. These guys are so fast, so elusive. You just want to get them on the ground. You see the swing and the miss there. It leads to extra yards. So hard for a defense to get those guys on the ground.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Hard running there. Picks up the first down. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It is deafening in here, so Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Under fire. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to him on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. They'll mark it down, and that'll be enough for an Arizona first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
He's definitely going to want that one back. Man, they put a nice drive together. That's the opening drive you want. You start driving the football down the field, having success, and then you just get just a little bit aggressive, a little bit greedy, making the throw, forcing it into coverage, and throwing the interception.
They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Lions. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Using the quick game. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Got it behind the line. It's Phillips. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Running inside. It's Martin. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Lyons.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Gonna run it. It's Martin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action. That's caught. It's Casper. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on second down. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And the Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
On the ground, it's Martin. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. The give on the inside. Makes it past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Right back to the well. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Craig. Might have a chance. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Fafita. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. We've reached the break. BYU is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. This time he wants to throw. With the catch, it's Richardson. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Fafita. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
The Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to run it in, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Bachmeier. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Bachmeier. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Bachmeier. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. On target. Tackled there by the defense.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Trying to slam in. And he's in! Touchdown, BYU! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So an 82-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes the catch. It's Jordan. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Phillips. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes. Because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Using his legs, it's Martin. Quick spin on the ride. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Looking for a big play. Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Trying play action. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Swings it out to his running back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab in their space. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the defense there on third and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up fourth.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. It's a way and a beauty headed toward the sideline. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Lions. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we knew coming into this one that tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Hunter. Makes the catch. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He goes right back to the air. Complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's Jordan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Looking to throw on third. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And the misconnection on third down.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big third down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on fourth down.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The option, the keeper. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Grabbed in the middle. It's Casper. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he could not get loose on the run. We reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. To the air on first down. Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there and he just wasn't able to stab it.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Got it. Spins away from the defense. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Finds his man. It's Richardson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Heaves it deep. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
And the Wildcats will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On the move. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Here's a heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They want to run it left here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Here's the pressure. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get down a little faster.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Gonna run it. It's Martin. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Phillips. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Running inside, it's Martin. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
BYU has this offense clicking. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's reeled in. It's Buckmeyer. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Nestled just inside that right upright. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Caught in the backfield, it's Casper. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Slings it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Going to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Arizona runs out the punt team. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We've got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. Keeps it on 1st down. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll move the tight end. Going with the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Rides to the back. And they get him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big first down.
Give to the single back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. You're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Craig. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Pulls it in. It's Martin. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Gives it on the option. Shows him the stiff arm. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Direct snap. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running inside, it's Martin. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the 4th quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. The play action fake. He's going to take off. Fights off a defender. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Phillips. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. On the run, it's Martin. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Putting that 3 on the board makes it a 2-score game.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Richardson. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Fires on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. You throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And the most important thing is the clock ticking for this defense. But you get a stop right here on fourth down, and this ball game is over. So one big stop, and you end this thing.
Arizona runs out the punt tee. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they've forced an advantageous situation on 3rd and long.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Off play action on first down. Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Rushes on him. Trying to buy time. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. He wants to throw it. He's going for the goal line. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Arizona! Great job by the back on the option.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Caught in the backfield. It's Phillips. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Wants to throw it. Under fire. Got a man in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the catch. It's Bachmeier. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Running inside, it's Martin. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to impose their will with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee.